Hi, I'm Marie from Crochet A to Z. Hope everyone's doing good today. And I just, for a minute, want to just ask you if you would just push that subscribe button before I get started. I wanted to show you how to make this easy pattern. And it is the triangle shawl. And you can make it in cotton. You can make it in acrylic. You can make it in a cotton blend. You can do this for the summer, the winter, depends on what you want to wear it and what you want to wear it for and when you want to wear it. So this is, again, a real easy pattern. It kind of reminds me of the granny square, but it's easy to work up and it works fast. You can make this in a day, maybe two, but you can make this in a day because it just moves really fast once you get going on it. So, and I'm going to show you, there's a point to it. So, and it is a nice triangle. You can make this as big as you want. It's up to you. So I wanted to show you this. This is a Lion brand acrylic yarn. So, and now I'm using a Karen acrylic and metallic. 99% acrylic and 1% metallic. And I really do love this yarn as well. So I did do a slip knot and I'm going to get started. So what we're going to do is we do our slip knot and then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For beginners, your chains look like these. Your slip knot does not count as anything, and your crochet hook that's on this particular chain is your working chain, and it's not counted as one of your 5. The first thing that you're going to do, and I also want to mention that I am using an H 5.0 millimeter hook, and I love these hooks. They're really comfortable. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to make a slip stitch into the very first chain. So you're going to go right here, the first chain that you made, and you're going to make a slip stitch right in there. And now what you're going to do is once you do that, you're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what you're going to do is you're going to make 3 double crochets right in this circle. You're going to make 3. And this does count, but you'll see as we go along what that's all about. So we're going to make 3 double crochets. And if you don't know how to make double crochets, please refer back to my tutorials on how to make double crochets. Now, after you make those 3, you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to add 3 more double crochets right in that same spot. 1, 2, 3. You're going to chain 1 and you're going to add 1 more double crochet. Now that is your first row, and if you look at this, you've got, this is a double crochet because those chains count as double crochet. Here's another double crochet, the last one you made. This is your cluster of 3 and 3, and in the middle you have made chain 3. So now what you're going to do, and this is going to be a repeat pattern, so once you get into this next row, you're going to repeat this. So you're going to do chain 4, because every time you make a row, you're going to chain 4 and make your row. So once you chain 4, you're going to turn your work around. And in this very spot, you're going to make 3 double crochets. Now you're going to chain 1. You're going to make 3 double crochets. You're going to go right in the middle here. After you chain 1, you're going to make 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Now you're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And you're going to go right in that same spot and you're going to make 3 more double crochets. Now you're going to chain 1. So you made 3 double crochets in that middle, then you chain 3, and then you make 3 more double crochets, and then you chain 1, and right in this spot you're going to make 3 double crochets, and we can call those your clusters. There you go. You're going to chain 1, and you got your 3. You're going to go at the very top of this, and you're going to make a double crochet right at the top. This is such an easy pattern, and I think you'll really like it, and it's a quick pattern. So see your V, and as you work up, it's just gonna get wider. So now you're here, you made your double crochet. Now you're gonna chain 4. 2, 3, 4. Every time you add a row, because this is your first row, this is your second row, we're gonna add a third row, you always chain 4. You turn your work around, and right in there, you're going to do 3 double crochets. This is such an easy pattern, but it's also a pretty pattern. And quite honestly, I'm going to show you something else you can do with this particular pattern that's going to be great as a giveaway, as a gift, as something you want to make for yourself. If you want to sell it, you're going to be surprised what you can do with this particular pattern that's going to make another article. I won't say of clothing, but it will make something else. So now you're going to chain 1. And in this spot, your next little spot, you're going to make 3 more double crochets. This is, and you know, whatever, quite honestly, whatever yarn you want to use and whatever hook you want to use according to the yarn, that's what you do. So feel free to explore. If you go to if you go to the store, the yarn store, pick out your yarn. It'll tell you on there what crochet hook, and you can just follow this pattern. So now you chain 1. And we're back in the middle, and the middle is always your point. So in the middle, you're going to do 3 double crochets, which is your cluster. Again, you're in the middle. You're going to do your chain 3. 1, 2, 3. You're going to make 3 more double crochets right in that point and where you made the other 3 double crochets. Now, again, I'm going to pull this so that it doesn't lags. I'm going to chain 1, always chain 1. You're going to go in here, 3 more double crochets. And like I said, it does remind me a little bit of the granny square. And again, if you haven't pushed that subscribe button, please do, so you can see the upcoming videos that are coming. There are some really good tutorials coming forward. Now chain 1, and we're at that corner again. So again, 3 double crochets, this is a Karen yarn. It's metallic, like I said, 99% metallic, 99% acrylic, 1% metallic. I really love this yarn. You're going to chain 1, you're at that corner, and again at the very top you're going to put a double crochet, and you're going to repeat this until you get to the end and you finish the size that you want. So when you're at the end and you're going to start another row, you always chain 4. And for those that aren't familiar with crochet, you're new to this, your chains always look like V's. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can distinctly see your V's. So after you make your chain 4, you're going to turn your work around, and right in here you're going to make your 3 double crochets. That's why from the very beginning, when you do that chain 3 when you start, it's an important part of this whole thing. It counts for your end, and it counts as a double crochet. So now you put 3 in there, chain 1, you're going to go in here, and this just repeats. And that's why I said it's a real easy pattern. I've made quite a few shawls from this pattern in various types of yarn. Chain 1, you're going back into this, and I want to add that naturally as you go along and it gets bigger, and I'll show you, as it gets bigger, and I'll put it this way so you can see it, and I'll bring it in a little so you can see. As it gets bigger, you're going to see an addition. These are going to add up to more until you get to your, so you'll just keep adding till you get to your point. So I wanted to show you that. So then again, you did your cluster of 3, or your fan, whatever you want to call it. You chain 1, you're going to go into the middle. There's your middle, and you'll always know your middle because it'll be the point. Plus you'll have 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, and in the middle of that is your 3 chains. So then you're going to go in here, If you miss a stitch, you're going to know. If you add a stitch, you're going to know. 1, 2, 3 chains. So don't get worried that you might miss something, because you're going to know, because you're not going to be able to continue to the next row, because once you get to the next row, you're going to say, oh, something's wrong, I added something, or something's wrong, I missed something. You pull it out, you go back in, no stress. Chain 1. And here we go, see, right here. And you'll always know where to go. Your eyes will bring you right to where you go, because it's always in these spots where there's, you know, in the middle of your chain 1. You'll always be going. So here we go again. You're going to chain 1. You're going to go in here. I really like this pattern. It's so basic. Like I said, I've made it before. And it's so basic that it's easy to make. It's quick. If you want to give somebody a gift right away, or if you wanted to make yourself something, you know something's coming up and it's, oh, I got to make something, that I want to wear some shawl somewhere. You can make this right away. Go get your yarn and get going. So again, you chained 1. You're at the very end. You're going to put 3 double crochets in here. Right here. At the end, you're going to chain 1. And right in here, you're going to put a double crochet right at the top. You're going to put your double crochet. And there it is. So I want you to see how this is moving along. See how quickly it's moving along? So now, there it is. So you moved along quite quickly. So you're going to chain 4. And always remember, when you start your next row, you're always going to chain 4 from that double crochet at the end. You're going to always turn your work around, because you're not going to be able to do this otherwise. 3 double crochets right in here. Get that camera shot. That's good. Okay, you're gonna chain 1. There's your spot again. And as you go along, you're increasing. So that's what's happening here. You keep increasing your triangle. You're going to keep increasing your shawl. Chain 1. There's another one. These are slowly, you're making your increase. Gonna just move this a little bit so it'll go fast, so it doesn't get caught up. Chain 1. And I will have all these instructions. I will be putting them all on my Facebook page, that I have, the crochet page. Chain 1. And it is the same name as this channel, Crochet A to Z. And I'll have all the instructions. I'll be putting them up. Now this is, again, this is the top of your, this is where you get to the the point. So you do that, you chain 3, you double crochet, you chain 3, when you get to your points, I'll repeat, you always go chain 1, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1. And I am going to show you how that you can make something else with this. And you're going to be really surprised, but it's kind of cool, and it's a useful little thing that you can make with it. And this was same pattern. Chain 1. Now again, this can be a one-day or nice weekend project. Get all your yarn and just crochet away the day or crochet away the weekend. Chain 1, you're getting to your end. So in that little spot, you never forget that little spot, and you won't, because you'll know. Your 3 double crochets, and at the very end you're going to make your double crochet. If you get to the very tippity top of that, and I'm going to show it to you, and there it is. It's just moving right along, and that'll be your shawl. You'll make it as wide as, as big as you want, as long as you want, and that's what it's going to look like. And as it continues, you just keep adding and adding. And I just want to, that'll be the last row that I show you, but I just want to mention at this point, this is your next row is going to start. You're going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4. You're going to turn your work around, right? And you're always going to remember that before that 3 cluster, you've got to put 3 double crochets in there. You've got to chain 1, 3 more double crochets in that next, where the chain 1 is, in your next opening. You chain 1, and you continue right around until you get to there. Then you chain 1, 3 double crochets, right? Chain 3, 3 double crochets for your point. Chain 1, go all the way down the side into all the chain 1s. When you get to the end, you always make your 3 chains, and then you do a double crochet. And that's how this one goes. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. This is Maria from Crochet A to Z. Please join me in my next tutorial. I have a real interesting pattern that I want to show you, and it's made with granny squares. And I can't wait to show you this. It's something that you can use in It's just a real interesting pattern. I have made them in the past. I've given them away, and I have one that I use whenever I need it. So I want to show you this pattern. This project that you can make. You can make it for yourself. You can give it to a friend. You can sell it at a bazaar, a summer fair, and it's a real interesting and cute idea. So, and that does involve the granny square. So again, this is Maria from Crochet A to Z. Don't forget to push that subscribe button so you don't miss upcoming tutorials. Thank you and have a great day. Bye-bye.